Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is obviously FIFA20 career mode. We're still on our manager's journey, and as you can see, obviously we're still with Walsall. We're kicking today's episode off with a game in the FA Cup versus Crawley. We're obviously hoping for a successful start to this episode. So we've got this game, we've got games against Bolton and Doncaster as well in this episode. Also, it is the beginning of the January month, so the transfer window is now open. And for those of you who saw, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. I took my eye off the ball a minute there, but yeah, we're 1-0 up against Crawley already. Taylor with the goal. I didn't even see that coming. I was concentrating that much on what I was thinking about. How does it even happen? We've got, I think, Harrison there playing a big part. He's got the assist rather than the goal this time. Harrison is putting up some really good numbers this season. Again, if you saw the last episode, it was all the stats and at a halfway point in the season, and it just points out the kind of season that Harrison is having. He's doing really, really well. Off the back of the last episode as well, we saw that we had a few players that are not growing, and we've got some that are about to touch 30 also. So there's going to be some changes probably made to the squad in this month. I'm not sure how many we're going to be able to get in, but there's going to be some going out as well, but we'll touch on that a bit later. So yeah, it's just a January month, typical transfer window month, so we're gonna be looking, we might be in again here, at some of the ins and outs, what's going on, what needs doing, this, that and the other, and try and get them done. Obviously there's got to be players go out before players come in, so we know where we're replacing. I wanted to grow the numbers again this season in terms of squad depth. That's not really happened yet. It's going to be a bit harder to do that now as well, because with some players obviously we've got to get rid of. I thought we may concede there for a minute, but no, we're okay. So yeah, but we'll look at all that later. First, let's just concentrate now on this match. We could be in again here. We've got Harrison, nice little turn. He's got Taylor in again. Taylor's cut back when really you would expect him to be shooting from there, but okay. We're in the right half of the pitch. We're in possession of the ball, and it seems pretty much at the moment like we've made a good start to this game, which is what we wanted. Ito now has got the ball in the edge of the box. That's not the pass that I wanted. We had Fosu Mensah there just on the edge of the box, but the game picked a different ball, and Crawley managed to get the ball away. They've not managed to do anything with it though, and we might be in again here now as Hardy's bursting through. He's turned away from the goal and he's got brought down actually. We have got a penalty here now. That should be some kind of card surely. It doesn't look like he's going to get one though. Hardy was clean through on goal there. Maybe just that little turn away from it didn't help things. But instead of Ito taking this with the form that he's been in, there's only one man really that can take this, and that's not Baker. Obviously I want Harrison to take it. Just because, like I said, he's been in really good form in front of goal, so it makes sense that he would be the taker. You can see where we're aiming for here. That's a big circle. It's well timed though, and the keeper almost got there, but the power beat him. And that's now 1 goal and 1 assist for Harrison, who just continues to impress. It's not really a nice penalty if I'm being honest. It wasn't nowhere near in the corner. So close to the keeper there, I'm quite surprised he didn't get it, but we'll take it. We're 2-0 up now, comfortable in the cup at the moment. It's been a really good performance from us. Crawley have not really done anything at all yet, not threatened us at all, and that's just exactly what we wanted. The side has been rotated for this game, obviously being in the cup. Also the reason that we have shown this game today rather than a League One is so we can see some of the rotated players in action, because we're in such an intense battle at the moment with QPR at the top of the league. That's obviously where the main focus has been with all the games, and I just wanted us to get a chance to just put the fringe players, if you like, on display, and yeah, give them their little moment. They've not had many this season where we've covered games in this way. They've played mainly in the highlight games, so I thought it'd freshen things up and be a nice change to just have these players on display. And so far they're really not disappointing. They're playing really well. Hopefully that can continue. We might be in again here now. We are in again, and it's Harrison again. Hardy and Harrison link up there. It's a nice little goal. Harrison just open on the back post. Hardy sees him, plays the pass, and Harrison can't really miss from there. Especially the form he's in. It landed definitely to the right player. It's a good little ball from Taylor to Hardy, who finds Harrison, and it's in the back of the net. And that is 3-0, and we've not even reached half time yet. This could be a really big score if we keep our foot on the gas. That's 4 now for Harrison in the FA Cup as well, just showing again how well he's actually doing this season. And Crawley get the game back underway. We're coming again here now down this right hand side with Ito and Fosu Mensah linking up. Yeah, Crawley have not been able to get anywhere near us in this game. We've played really well. That's a nice little turn from Hardy there. He's beat his defender about 4 times there and just plays it back out. Kinsella's running back in now. Fosu plays it to Ito instead. That's a nice little drop of the shoulder from Ito. Hardy's got it, and it is 4-0 before half time. We're definitely into the next round now, guys. What a first half this has actually been, and what an opening to the episode as well. I thought we would beat Crawley. We definitely, when I was picking this team, looking strong enough to beat them, but I didn't think it'd be this clinical. We've really dominated the game from the first whistle, and we've wrapped the game up before half time in my view, unless we have a serious collapse. But the form that we're in at the moment, I don't see that happening. And now all we've got to do is just see out the end of the first half, which clearly we did do successfully. We're just over an hour now into the game, and Crawley, even though you've seen them in possession here, they've just really come to not concede anymore, I think, in this second half. And we've not pushed on as much. We've even made some changes, as you can see here. We nearly scored there though. Yeah, we've not created or pushed on as much as I would have liked in the second half. I think they've accepted that they've lost and don't want to concede anymore, and we've almost accepted that we've won and doesn't really matter if we score anymore. So yeah, the game's gone dead just at the moment. We might have a little counter on here now with Cam Solber. That's a great ball into Tremblay. It's a little bit behind Ito, but can he still make something of it? He can't. He's not lost the ball though, which is good to see. And that's been typical. That little passage of play there has been typical of the whole second half. It's not been played anywhere near the intensity of the first half, which is somewhat forgivable, I suppose, considering the score. But yeah, it's been this kind of game in the second half. Let's see if we can do anything with this corner. No, we tried to find McKeith, which would have been a good idea, but we just couldn't pick him out. We've recycled the ball though. Cam Sorber's done well there, but again the pass is off target. Such is life in this second half, and let's see if we can add any more to it. We see that attack off nicely, and we've got a really good counter opportunity here now. They're definitely not going to keep up with Cam Sorber, and no they're not, and he does find the finish. And that is the icing on the cake. Goal for the fans in the second half, which hasn't been great, but there you go. We've definitely wrapped it up now. I suppose Crawley had to try and do something. They pushed a bit further up in the last 10 minutes or so, and they've got caught out. We've got way too much pace for them on the counter, and that's another one. That's another goal, and it's not really changed the outcome of the game, but it's always nice to score. and that probably will be that. I would imagine there's not much time left now, unless Crawley can do something here. They've turned back for some reason. I think they're frightened to death of just giving us the ball at the moment now. I thought Eto'd won it there, and if he did, we might have been in again. And their cross now goes over the bar, and our fans are happy, and we've got a goal kick here. When we kick this one, this will be the end of the game, I would imagine. And there it is, guys. We are through to the next round of the cup, 5-0. Job done in real good style. Another brilliant performance from Harrison yet again. I'm kind of enjoying how much that I'm saying that this season. But yeah, the whole team played well, to be fair. It's just he was the standout performer. Got himself a couple of goals and assists. Yeah, another really accomplished display. Another good game from him. And the fans are going home happy, which is what we want to see. Okay guys, so we're back after the highlights of those two games, and yes, I'm absolutely devastated that we lost to Bolton in the manner that we did as well, putting us back after all that hard work behind QPR again. I don't know what went wrong. We were flying after the cup, the first team comes back out, and Bolton are just so much better than us all over the pitch for the entire game. It was really, really disheartening. And then we moved on to the Doncaster game. I didn't go in that one with a good feeling, as you would imagine. And we managed to pick up the win, which was the most important thing in that game. The performance, I'm not going to lie, was terrible. But we needed the win. We got the win. We can't afford to lose ground on QPR again now. But away from all that, as you could see there, a little shortlist because of Clark being one of the guys who's not grown, as we saw in the last episode. We were looking at right backs because McKeith hasn't got anywhere near the pace, and out of all the guys at the moment that have not grown this season. Clark's going to be the hardest one to replace, so that's the position that took priority. So that's the thinking behind the shortlist there. I know it was only on for a little minute, but yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm still pretty gutted about the Bolton game. But yeah, if you want to look at anyone on the shortlist in more detail, you can always pause the video there as we're doing the squad reports. But things have also need to be mentioned is that Lavery and Cam Solber have now gone, which has left us really light up front. But we already had someone scouted, and I've checked, and we've got the money for him, and that is Jonathan Lecco from West Brom. This guy is someone I'm really high on bringing in. The fact that he can play across the whole front three, he's more of a level. He's more same level as the rest of the squad, where obviously Lavery was lacking. But now in the entire front three, there's no one that will slow us down if we can get this over the line. Every player that we've got up front has got really good pace, especially for the level that we're playing at. So yeah, we're going to need to work on his finishing at some point. At this level, I think it'll be absolutely fine. But obviously if we get promoted, which is what I'm looking to do, then next season, when we've got these objectives out the way, of training these young players up by 10 as well, his finishing is something that we're going to need to look at if he's going to be our main number 9. We've managed, I was going to say the offer we've put in is for 5 million, because I think it's 5.4 that our chief executive says that we'd have to pay, but his value is only 4.6, so I went straight in for the middle ground, and that was enough to get the deal over the line. So now all we've got to do is please the man himself and his agent. And wow, he only wants a rotation squad level. That is quite surprising, and it is nice, to be fair. Wants 4 years as well. We'll obviously give him the 5. We're not going to put a release clause in there. We never do. And surprisingly, he's happy to take a bit of a wage cut as well. So, wow, yeah, that went really, really well. That was really straightforward. Way more than I was expecting, to be honest with you. And with him through the door now, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. So, as usual, if you have enjoyed, please leave that like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.